Hello and welcome. Their opening fixture in the spring round robin tournament. Joining us here for the second half. It was 0-0 in the first half, quite close affair. Hannah Baptiste comes on, making her debut. She replaces Daniela Tyson. Harriet Crofts comes on at centre back, replacing Solon Hickman and Iman Kessler.
Shortly, but I do think we mentioned it before, but we're interested to see how it affects them.
He's international who joined Dulwich Hamlet at the end of last year.
Who's sat on the QPR bench in front of us. It looks like Caroline, Petit and Hall have come off, and we'll soon work out her twin sister. And my brother and I actually did interview them for our podcast. Got a really interesting story. I mean, being identical twins playing in football is a fun story in itself, but it's kind of a passion of hers, so balancing that with her football. But since they've come in, I think it happened, but they did join at the start around September time, I think, and then didn't.
Well, like you said,
the twins are well known, I think, especially in women's football circles, so yeah, they're still, I think, being really great growing media careers as well. Do some content on the FA Player, a little Barclays FAW around women's football at the moment. It's an exciting time, and it looks like that final substitution as well that's just come on is Millie Cutler for QPR, so I think there's 3 changes as well on their side. Caroline, Petit and Hall coming off, Afia Johnson, Ishii Johnson / Davies and Millie Cutler coming on.
yeah, Millie Cutler looks like
Presume we'll be having extra time and penalties?
It's a very good question. And
one which we maybe should have checked beforehand.
We may find out during the next one.
Do that, but every team is playing each other.
Yeah, it looks like Cutler will take up that striker position. Oh, and North does brilliantly. North big and brave there.
Great ball played into her from Sue Kuminen, and it was a good shot, and North saved her feet. She's been so good with her.
Another really good save from North. She denied Petit in the first half.
And that final change that we mentioned as well, Tiff Skinner coming off and Demi Edwards has come on the pitch. Stop-start season for both these teams and everyone at its level, so you can understand a lot of players still working.
So coaches, Crofts does well to clear there. Oh, an interesting little Kessam on the right wing there. Knocks it back to her teammate Baptiste again. Baptiste.
Anything of it in the end, but
Milner's now on the ball inside the 18-yard. So as we mentioned, Harriet Crofts here has come on for Solon. Parsonson with the throw down the line. She finds Philp. Petit's throw there finds Rosie inside the box. Stone cuts inside. He's opening up here, aren't they?
yeah, definitely. I think those substitutions are paying off, so they take this and are count the players to work out.
He finds Kesem again there on the right hand side.
Yeah, in QPR set piece routine, they're doing the zonal one. Pull the defender away and then all of them run in at once.
Crofts again with the clearance. She's done really well there. It's the clear. Sailor finding Kesem on the right there again. Kesem will kick and run. Promising start from Kesem there, making her debut today. She's playing on the right wing. She is dual registered with Hounslow. And pass there into the box. Berkeley collect it from Dulwich there over on the right hand side.
Yeah, they're trying to work their substitutes into the game, but I think that's a good opportunity.
North will collect. Going to go long here, I think. Finding Parsonson on the left back position. Milner with the give and go down the line. Can't quite find.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. It's a good opportunity there. Parsonson, who we've talked about this afternoon. Really, really impressive, and should get more of the ball really. Just needs a bit of space to work with.
Phillips actually won a free kick there for Dulwich. Looks like Parsonson will take this one. Swings one in. Oh, and that's gone deep.
Yeah, she was trying to get into that far post, but put too much on it in the end. Frustrating, because that was a good position. And I think we've seen that really from Dulwich. A lot of their best bits of attacking play have just been broken up a bit too early. That final ball, that final finish is just lacking a little bit, but it's not surprising when teams haven't barely played the last couple of weeks, barely trained the last couple of weeks. It's not surprising when it takes a while for them to get into their rhythm.
Definitely, and Dulwich struggling to find theirs here too. Oh, Baptiste nearly winning it pretty high up the pitch there.
Yeah, I think she's unlucky not to win a free kick as well. It was a bit of a shirt pull on her as she went past her defender. He was kind of scrambling a little bit.
Yeah, really enjoying getting the first look of Baptiste here. This is her Dulwich debut. Signed last year but wasn't able to play. And looks like a really promising start from her. Looking good on the ball when she has it. Oh, Walters just giving it away there. Croft steps up and plays out to Saylor. Saylor with the switch. Parsonson looking to move it down the left-hand side now.
Yeah, good defending from Akerman, forcing her back. Really good. She had space. Akerman closed her down and shut off that option because I think her teammate was asking her to take it on. She didn't really have the space all the time. Good defending there from QPR, and they have defended really well all afternoon actually. Just maybe those attacking opportunities have evaded them really most of the game.
Walters gives it away again in a similar position. Cutler on the edge of the box. Plays it back. Stone stepping up, using her strength. She's won it there. Plays it to Philp, who finds Kessam. Both teams sort of struggling to keep possession a little bit here.
Yeah, they really are. I think it's that final ball, we've said it all afternoon, that final ball that's not been there for either side. They've given it up in good areas, but then that final delivery to playing a teammate has really, really not been there.
Milner's done well there. Finds Stone again on the left. Walters will play it back to North here. Plays out to Berkeley at right back.
That was smart defending as well from Dulwich. Read that one well, broke up the play where they could. Really, really smart.
Walters with a switch there to Parsonson, who finds Saylor inside. Oh, and that's an expansive pass. Kesem can chase here now for Dulwich. She cuts inside, and then on the outside again. Dencher's done well to shepherd her off it. Chance kind of fizzles out for Dulwich there.
That was good play from Dulwich though. As soon as they saw the space, it really opened up, and I think also the more that they do that, they'll force QPR to chase the game a little bit, and you saw that as well, just moving the ball, switching play so quickly.
Absolutely. Kesem very quick on her feet so far in this half, having come off the bench, and thought Saylor did really well there to spot her and switch the play. Our Sailor's lost it there.
Great touch. Unfortunate there for Demi Edwards. Really good touch to take it past Sailor and then couldn't find her teammate Cutler, but nearly a really good breakaway.
Stone there with the intervention, and Crofts will just hit it out. Maybe had a little bit more time than she thought there. Stone closes it down.
Edwards wanted that. She really wanted that, and then she got the chance, and I think she just swiped at it a bit too quickly. But she really wanted a shot on goal. And I think it's great to see the substitutes that have come on for both teams really taking this opportunity on, the chance they've been given by their coaches. Really wanting to press and good urgency as well.
Our Sailor does well to intercept there. Oh, Baptiste can't quite collect. Coming in inside there. Parsonson's given away a slightly sloppy free kick there in the far corner. Just kind of trips her up out of frustration.
Yeah, smart play by Davis there. Sometimes you've got to just stick it in the corner, sit on it and wait for them to foul you. So she did that well, and she gets opportunity for her team.
Yeah. Akerman with a decent ball in. Ooh.
Searle's got the goal for QPR. Just came off the post. Corner came in, and her teammate was running onto it to try and get the header. Missed it, and then Searle, with the opportunity, shot comes in, ran through past all the defenders, inside of the post and past North, which is frustrating for the goalie who's been so decent, but QPR have the lead.
Yeah, very frustrating for North there. But Searle with the goal. She's been one of the best players on the pitch this afternoon. No less than she deserves, but slightly fortuitous circumstances in the end.
Yeah,
Dulwich.
It's a bit of confusion as well, I think, from QPR, because substitute Jenny Moore was actually flying into a header that her teammate Sue Cooning was also running onto, and that confusion maybe confused Dulwich at the same time, and Searle was there just to sort of pick up the pieces after that initial opportunity had been cleared. It was a dangerous ball, it was a good corner in, but Searle, who's been so sharp this afternoon, has got all her rewards, and she does deserve it. She's been by far the best player on the pitch, and she reacted fastest to the opportunity. But it's a shame for North, because it's a bit unlucky to concede like that when you have been so impressive. But QPR have been good in the second half. They've taken the game on, and that's definitely what I think Coach Steve Quasey would have wanted to see. I think they were just a bit flat, a bit hesitant in that first half, and they can do a lot more. They've got a lot of ability in this team. They just need to turn it on a little bit, I think. But I mean, broke the record. It's so tricky when you haven't been playing, fitness-wise, and just your awareness as well. You haven't had the ball at your feet, you're just not going to be as sharp. So it's no surprise that it's taken a while for both teams to really warm into this one.
Yeah, so 1-0 here to QPR. Taking the lead through Ellie Searle's goal. Looks like Kesem may have to come off here. Rolling subs, Lucy Monkman's back on. That's a shame. Kesem started really brightly in this second half on the right, but her teammate Monkman will replace her and come back on in that winger position.
Yeah, hopefully not a bad injury, but yeah, again, you're going straight back into the action after so long off. It's not surprising, is it? A few injuries, a few knocks that come in pretty quickly, and both teams are fighting for this as well, fighting really hard, and of course these things are going to happen throughout the game.
So what did Dulwich have in response here? Can they forge out an equalizer. Oh, Philp there on the turn.
Really good throw from Parsonson to play it into her.
On Kumaning's collected it there. Done well to cut off Philp as she charged into the box. Crofts can bring it out here from centre back.
Great touch there from Demi Edwards. I've been really impressed with her since she came on. She wants the ball as well. She's calling for it all the time from her teammates. She really wants to play.
Edwards on the score sheet last weekend against Denham United in QPR's 6-1 victory in the Capital Cup. It's one of the quarter-final games. Dulwich won theirs 2-1 away to Fulham, and these two sides will meet in the semis next weekend. So this is a bit of a dress rehearsal for that game.
Yeah, this sort of, I think there's still two up top for QPR, but it's turning into a bit of a front four, especially when Searle gets on the ball. Edwards and Cutler really linking up really nicely. And Davies as well on this near side. He came on at half time. Substitutes have been really, really good since they came on.
Yeah, they've linked up well, and it's a bit more of a potent attacking threat. Saylor battling hard there, trying to win the ball back. Wants a foul.
Dulwich need to be careful as well that they don't let in another goal. QPR in a really good passage of play. Anytime Dulwich try and go forward, QPR just cut it out. Been so good defensively all game. And they win the ball in a really good area as well.
Yeah, Parsonson leading out to Akerman there, and it's gone out for a goal kick. But yeah, QPR really on the toes of the Dulwich players here.
Yeah, Akerman, another substitute that came on. She's been really bright in the first 10 minutes or so of this second half. Really putting the pressure on Parsonson.
North just plays it short there to Walters, who will play it back to her. Down the line from Parsonson. Milner will run onto it. Two twins there just deciding he'll take that throw.
Yeah, when my brother and I interviewed them for our podcast, which has a siblings football theme, they talked about the telepathy that they have when they're on the pitch and how it's amazing to play with each other because you just do know where your teammate is all the time. Even if you can't see them, you just know they're going to be there for that ball. So it's great to be able to see them playing in the flesh for the first time and see that connection in real time.
Did one of the Silva twins used to play for QPR? Fabio and Raphael?
Yeah, I think it was Fabio. He was alright. I can confirm he was fine. didn't do too many incredible things, but it was a bit of a chaotic period for QPR, so it's not surprising that it wasn't exactly the best moments of his career.
And you were at Loftus Road yesterday?
I was, seeing promoted Norwich City in action against QPR, and Norwich are so impressive.
North throws it out to Parsonson. Dulwich choosing to play it down the left quite a lot here, but struggling to really get it out their half. QPR pressing them a lot more than they were in the first.
Yeah, and I think it's been a tactical change with those substitutions, and it's paying off. All they need to do is just press up, push up, and hassle a little bit more, and it's paid off. It really has.
That's Searle again. Gets a shot off, and North will collect, but it's that woman again, isn't it? So.
Yeah, she's been so impressive, and no surprise, she's feeling confident, maybe feeling a little bit cocky as well, so why not have a shot from there? But North, that moment when they conceded the goal has really only been the moment where she's made a mistake in some ways, although unlucky, your near post bounces off the inside. She might be a little bit disappointed with that, but all in all, I think from there she's feeling pretty confident probably.
Walters there just nudged off the ball, and
yeah, I think that's fair. Edwards was maybe a little bit too much, I think, in that one, and she's going to go in the book as well for that yellow card for QPR substitute Debbie Edwards. Perhaps some words maybe that left in that one, I think, maybe why she's going in the book.
Yeah, and chose to play on and get her shot off, so the ref probably didn't like that either. North with the free kick then, plays down the right hand channel. Monkman will collect, turns, just lost out there. Dulwich just struggling to get the ball into that final third and then craft some chances.
Yeah, things are being broken up really early on. And I think everything's a little bit disjointed now. We saw in that first half that Parsonson was a big outlet for them, and now they really are focused on the right hand side.
Oh, can Philp get through here? White does really well there to come off her line and clear.
Yeah, that was a good play, quick off her line. I do think maybe Dulwich should bring Parsonson back into the play a little bit. There is a lot of space on that left hand side, and they're getting a little bit trapped on that far side on the right.
Philp flicks on to Monkman, takes it down.
I think it's been impressive as well from QPR to see almost the whole back line came out and was substituted, and they still look really organised, really switched on, even though they've moved about so much. Searle really the only player still from that initial starting lineup. They've looked really, really fresh, really, really good.
And of course, Steve Quasi, your old manager in the QPR dugout. That fairly characteristic of his teams. They defensively solid, or more of an attacking edge to them, would you say?
It's an interesting one. I mean, the team that I played in, we had some really good forwards, really, really good midfielders actually, all quite small but very technical, very good on the ball, very good wingers as well, and then normally had quite a tall number 9 up top who could play it in, hold up the ball and had a good finish. So Skinner, who came off after the first half, she was that sort of player as well, someone that you give one chance to, they're probably going to finish it. So I think just being organised is such a big part of that, because if you're going to have those technical players, sometimes they're going to take a few risks, and you need to know that if they lose the ball in a dangerous area, that your defence is going to pick up the pieces. And I think from my point of view, I was always a player who, as a centre back, was quite physical as well, so I think that was a big part of it.
Yeah, I've certainly been impressed with the shape today from QPR. They've been really solid at the back, and they've just sort of bided their time here, really. And there was an onus to get through to half time with the clean sheet intact, which they did. And yeah, in the lead now, leading 1-0.
Yeah, they've been patient and probably conserved a lot of energy as well. That first half, maybe too hesitant, sitting off Dulwich a lot, giving them the space, and then completely different side in the second half. Really taking the game on, wanting to have the ball. Great turn there from Edwards.
Oh, Edwards on the overlap trying to find Cutler. North will claim, but yeah, nice turn there from Edwards, and yeah, certainly the right idea to try and find Cutler on the overlap.
Yeah, Edwards has been really good since she's come on. Just looks so comfortable on the ball. Really wants to receive it on the turn and find the space, find her teammate as well. QPR are committing a lot of players forward as well. They obviously know that there's an opportunity here.
Waters steps in and clears. Akerman whips it in. No one's there, but yeah, QPR can do this all day, I feel.
Yeah, and they look very comfortable right now. They've really got Dulwich trapped in their own half, in their final third really. They've had so many opportunities now, so much time on the ball, a lot of possession.
Edwards on the edge of the box. Baptiste blocks her shot.
And with that being said, Dulwich have defended well, given how much of the ball QPR have had. But it's really, with that opportunity that's going to come to Dulwich, can they make the most of it? If it's going to be something on the break, they've got to be ready, they've got to be switched on. Because that might be all they're going to get this afternoon.
Yeah, I think Dulwich needs to try and use that pace down the wings of Milner on the left, Monkman on the right. They can create something here. Stone just turning around to a player there, places up to Milner, tries to find Monkman and is just swamped out there.
It was good defending from QPR again. Just reading the game really well.
Monkman dribbling inside here, knocks it back to Stone. Stone just caught in two minds there, and her pass is a little bit overhit.
Vicky Grieve, captain for QPR, is going to be coming back on. She was at centre back in the first half, came off, made way for her teammate Hayley Peacock. I think it looks like Searle, our standout for the game, is going to be taking a rest. Oh no, she's not. She's just picking up. Oh no, she is. She's heading off. She's been so good. Well-deserved break for her. Unbelievable today.
Yeah, real contender for player of the match. And Waters does really well there, just to nod it back with her head to North. Waters trying to go long there, but Grieve steps up.
Yeah, it looks like Peacock's moved over to that space that Searle was on the far left-hand side. Captain Grieve's gone back in at centre-back, I believe.
Baptiste trying to find Monkman, who picks it up. Oh, and she's just dribbled it out. Not just a talented footballer, Peacock. She has a PhD in geography from Queen Mary University.
What does one do with a PhD in geography? I honestly have no idea.
Well, we'll have to find out. Yeah, know a lot about maps.
QPR coach is really happy with how the team have done in this second half. I think we're going to see a couple more changes as well. Some of the players who were playing in the first half are going to come back on.
Yeah, this is where QPR do have a bit of advantage in personnel. They do have a bigger bench today than Dulwich.
Yeah, much bigger bench actually.
And especially if it looks like Kesem picked up a knock and won't be returning. Pretty limited options for Dulwich to change things around, so... if you're joining us this afternoon. With myself, Hugo Greenhalgh, in the commentary box. 1-0 to QPR here at Champion Hill. Still a pretty tight affair. There's not much in this, but I do feel like QPR are on top at the moment. Risky from North there. Hit it straight into Cutlow. Couldn't really control it, but yeah, a rare moment of lapse in concentration for her there, North. Edwards switching it and gets a shot off. Ooh!
That was a heart and mouth moment for sure. And I think that's just a sign as well, once you make a mistake, that you're overthinking things a little bit and then you nearly follow up with another mistake just a few seconds later, and that's a shame for North. Talked about how good she's been all game. Poor kick followed up by nearly spilling it into her own net, and there's another poor kick as well from the QPR goalie White. But Edwards, just a few moments ago, you can tell how keen she is to try and get a goal. Any single time the ball's at her feet, she wants to have a shot.
Yeah, Stones won it there and fed it to Milno. Plays it inside to Monkman. Monkman holding it up, trying to cut inside. She's beating Johnson. Philp turns, plays it back to Saylor, who shoots. Oh, and it's over, but that's a bit more like it from Dulwich. Just thinking about those passes, trying to find a teammate and work out a chance.
Yeah, Monkman especially did really well there because she was swamped by two QPR players pretty quickly, had to try and work it between hardly any space, managed to get it past Johnson and then work it back to her teammate, and that's a shame that Taylor can get her shot on target. But yeah, it's something to build confidence because they had barely got it out of their own half and they need to try and work the ball back up the field and find those opportunities again.
Yeah, actually looks like Philp has gone out to the right hand side now, and Mumpman's gone in the middle in the centre forward position. So perhaps that can unlock some more opportunities for Dulwich. Munkman did do well there. Monkman's come deep here. Philp on the ball. Switches it to Saylor. Stone will collect this, in fact. Plays it to Parsonson. Can Parsonson gain a bit of ground here for Dulwich? Plays it back to Monkman. This is nice from Dulwich. Oh, and Greaves just cut in there to pick it up off Monkman. Did well to step up there.
Yeah, I mean, there's good signs there from Lucy Monkman because she wants to be the match winner. She wants to take the game on, but at the same time, it was a good bit of possession that she managed to lose the ball. But she worked hard to win it back, and now Dulwich do have it. Dulwich in a good area, so I want to try and make the most of this.
Berkeley with the cross. Croft stepping up there to get on the ball. Stone will win it. Saylor driving. Trying to find that final ball out to Milner on the left. Oh, she's gone in a bit too hard there.
Yeah, it's a little revenge move, I think. A bit of frustration. Gave the ball away and obviously annoyed at herself and gives away that foul. But yeah, really good play from QPR. They're just reading the game really well, cutting out any passes, cutting out the space that Dulwich are trying to work with. And it's a frustration as well because it's the harder you try, obviously, and the tougher it gets. And QPR do look really comfortable. Dulwich haven't really had them on the ropes at all.
Change for Dulwich there. Berkeley's gone off and Solon Hickman has come back on. to play it right back.
Yeah, the QPR made substitution as well. Fumining's come off and Petit's come back on. She had that chance in the first half. Probably be looking to have another one.
What? You're going to go? Yeah. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I do. I've got to stay in.
Back for a really
Positive
position for QPR.
I'll give you a tinkle.
Ends up coming off for a Dulwich throw down this far end right at the corner.
Mate.
Decent throw from Parsonson. Good flick from Monkman. Nods it back to Stone.
I do think as well, we haven't really seen much of Baptiste since she came on, really, and perhaps Dulwich need to get the ball to her a little bit more, bring her into the game.
Definitely. I thought she started the half really brightly and, as you say, hasn't really been able to get on the ball so much in the last 15 minutes or so. Edwards here on the ball inside the Dulwich box, and Akerman blazes over, but opportunity there for QPR.
Yeah, Yushi Davis has been really good since she came on, and this near side to us, right hand side for QPR's, where most of the second half's been played, it's been really, really good. Link up play between Edwards, Davies, Akerman's been really good, and they just want the ball, they're calling for it all the time, and I think that's the most important thing. I think the first half they did hesitate a little bit, and now they certainly want more of the ball, they want to play it on the floor a lot more.
Philp wins the goal kick and knocks back to Hickman. Peacock gone down in agony there.
Yeah, I think doesn't look good as well. Sub QPR bench, obviously quite worried about that. I think looks like it could be a knee injury, which is not good, and that's part of the risk as well. I think for players who haven't played a lot of football, you're putting a lot of pressure on your body, and it's really, really difficult. I've been surprised actually with the return of the Women's FA Cup, coming back with teams playing in really intense games, non-elite versus elite, and you know, it's surprising there haven't been a ton of injuries, but it's really not something you want to see, especially at this level, because it takes a long time to recover. So just hope she's okay. I think her teammates are looking quite worried, so we just hope that she's going to be all right. Bit of a break in play as well. I think both teams will come together, have some water, take on a bit of instruction, a bit of coaching from the sidelines. I think, is it Sailors over there as well? Or no, Sailors over here. There is a Dulwich player with her.
Yeah, I believe it's Milner, who, as we said earlier, she is a physio, so no better person to be attending to Peacock there. Yeah, that did look like a nasty one for her, just from the way she felt it.
Yeah, we've just seen as well Dulwich coach and the QPR coach go to get the stretcher for injured QPR player. I think it might be, is it Edwards who's down?
Yeah, I think it's Hayley Peacock who got fouled there, and a few players on the QPR bench saying, "Oh, it's her knee. It's a repeat injury."
Yeah, I don't know if she was coming under much contact. I think she just twisted as she was coming out of the movement, which is often the worst, those ones when you're not coming under much contact. We saw similar with Chelsea's Mariam Yelder in the Continental Cup final, similar, coming under pressure of Bristol City's Amy Palmer and just twisted her knee really badly. Luckily she's out, but it's not an ACL or MCL injury, so let's just hope it's a similar one for the QPR player that's down, because really, really, really tough. And I think QPR players are quite worried about their teammate, understandably.
Yeah, it does look like they will be using the stretcher there. So Dulwich have a little opportunity here just to take stock of the game. Think about what they're going to do with the remaining minutes of this one. Something needs to change if they're going to find that equaliser.
Yeah, I mean, maybe this break and play will help them a little bit because they need a bit of urgency, and also this break probably works in favour of them because QPR have been dominating the second half, really found their rhythm, and were unstoppable for a little bit in terms of the number of chances they were getting. So I think this break will help Dulwich a little bit, and also I think, you know, there's a distraction for the QPR players because you'll obviously be thinking about your teammate, you'll be worried about them, and completely understandable.
Peacock coming off now on the stranger to a round of applause. This is what we like to see. Milner just holding her hand there as she comes off.
It's good. I think Peacock, although she's in a lot of pain, she is smiling. Milner's got her smiling anyway, so that's great to see.
Yeah.
Really great. And I mean, that's the benefit, I suppose, of grassroots women's football, where people are balancing jobs, is Milner with her physio experience. I mean, vital really in a situation like this. It's been really good to help opposition player just be comfortable, and I mean, it's a really stressful situation. I've broken my ankle once, and yeah, it's a scary situation to be in, and there's that shock that you get as well from an instant injury. So we just hope that she'll be okay, and it'll be just a short-term thing, but it's really difficult.
Yeah, absolutely. And there was an incident in a game a couple of seasons ago when an Eastbourne player went down. She collapsed, and Milner stayed with her on the pitch until the ambulance arrived. And yeah, not just an incredibly talented player, real expert in her field, and so useful to have someone of her expertise out there when these sporting injuries do occur. So we wish Peacock the best. Really hope she makes a speedy recovery. And it'll be a drop ball. Hitman will just return this to White, and we'll get back underway.
Yeah, and hopefully both teams can focus, if possible, on the football. It is really difficult because you're worried about a teammate. I mean, just listening to some of the QPR players, it sounds like similar circumstances to maybe where she's been injured in the past, but if you grab the ball now, it's a shame there from David. She's been really good since she came on and just rushed it a little bit, lost her balance, and the QPR subs coming back now to their spot on the bench. But yeah, it's a distraction, and it's difficult to take your mind off it, but hopefully they do quickly.
Looks like Wardlaw has replaced Peacock out there at left back. Coming on for the injured QPR player. Stone trying to find Philp there.
I think the worst thing is as well, when you're playing at this level, is you're trying to work out how you're going to get home. I think is a big one when you pick up injuries in games, because I know I did spot a QPR player who cycled in. I cycled in today. I don't know if Hayley Peacock was one of them, but that's what you try and think about once I mean, it's like, it's how it works now. How are you going to get home after an injury like that?
I think we got a little nod there from the QPR bench that she did cycle, so she probably will have to find alternative transport back. Might be a bike in the Uber situation. Not sure.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if she'll maybe heading straight to A&E as well. Let's just hope. I'm sure maybe we'll see an update at some point on QPR Women's Twitter feed as well.
Wardlaw with the switch into the box. Petit can't quite control it. Akerman with the shot. Ooh, Cutler was trying to get on the end of that.
Yeah, I think she might have been offside if she got to it, but Good spot from Akerman to find her teammate in space. I think we'll probably have a fair amount of extra time given that stoppage in play.
Yeah, just really a case for Dulwich if they can capitalise on that and find something, if they can find the equaliser here. Phil picks it up, turns, plays it to Sailor. Sailor back to Philp. Philp bring it forward. Cutting inside now from the right. Sailor picks up the loose ball. Switches it to Parsonson. Parsonson to Stone. Stone looks up. Plays out to Milner. Dulwich have a few players forward here if they can find that final ball. Parsonson's lost out to Akerman there. Edwards. Hickman will collect, returns to North.
Edwards quick shot. And Edwards really wants to get on the score sheet again. Just any opportunity she has, she's going to have a shot, and North did well there to make sure she got control of that. I think it's especially difficult in that goal. What's that end called, Hugo?
That's the Greendale end.
The Greendale end, especially the goal mouth is quite sandy by the looks of things, and the ball's really kicking up if it hits that area of the pitch.
Yeah, absolutely. The pitch actually in pretty good nick, but it is particularly dusty.
Yeah.
In the box, in the 6-yard box. Edwards on the edge of the box, trying to get another shot off. Like you say, she's really trying to get that goal today.
Yeah, she's fighting for it as well. As soon as her shot was blocked, she was fighting to win it back. I'm sure she is going to do her most to try and get a goal in the time we've got left.
Wardlow offside there. Stone trying to chase that one down. Milner collects it. She's nudged off the ball there by Davies.
Yeah, that was a pretty strong challenge, shall we say, from Davies. Free kick, see what Dulwich can do. And I think they've sensed an opportunity here, Dulwich, for sure. QPR eased off a little bit.
Philp on the edge of the box. Oh, she was just trying to beat her man there by cutting inside. Milner swings it in, that's a nice ball. Monk went offside, but
I do think there is an opportunity now for Dulwich to try and push to get an equaliser in the time we've got left. We will have quite a lot of added time as well because of that injury. Not surprising that might have broken up QPR's rhythm and that flow that they had to their game. So Dulwich need to try and make the most of that. Edwards really the main force and outlet for QPR.
Grieve just ran it out there. Parsonson nips inside and gets a shot off, but that's not troubling White.
I think the issue with Dulwich as well is they've not really managed to get many opportunities in the box. All of their opportunities, especially in the second half, have come from range. And they're trying to shoot early, but They need to get themselves in some better positions.
Oh, Monkman could be in here on the edge of the box. Takes a touch inside. Oh, she's done it! Monkman with the equaliser. That's fantastic. She picked up the loose ball, cut back inside. She's just managed to curl it over white there. 1-1.
Yeah, really, really good from Dulwich there. Monkman taking the game on, beating her man, and doing really well to put it beyond the goalie. And that was kind of the moment we thought they needed. Getting into the box, get into a better position than just hitting and hoping, and they did it very quickly. And that was the last kick of the game, which I'm surprised at. I thought we were going to have more added time after that injury, but wow, really was the last kick of the game. And Lucy Monkman getting that equaliser for Dulwich Hamlet.
Yeah, it finishes 1-1. I think QPR will feel quite hard done by there.
Yeah, I think Steve will be really disappointed. Obviously not surprising that injury to one of your players is a bit of a distraction, and I'm sure they were all worried about Hayley Peacock, but really frustrating given how well they played in the second half, how much they dominated that game, and to not get a second goal to put the game beyond them and then to concede so late, really, really frustrating. But well done for Dulwich. They kept fighting, they kept pushing to try and get something from the game, and they did in the end. They were rewarded for that. They just needed that one chance in the second half, and they made it count.
Monkman was subbed at half time, placed by Kesson, but then she came back on as a rolling sub, and it's she who's made the difference today, picking up that equaliser. Fantastic stuff.
Yeah, we talked as well, didn't we, about the quality of Lucy Monkman's finishing and the highlight reel that she has, so it's great that she's added another one to that.
Absolutely.
Really good finish.
Yep, add it to the highlight reel. Well, thank you so much for joining us today. It's been a real pleasure to do the first ever commentary of a Dulwich Hamlet women's game. Hope you've enjoyed it. Entertaining contest here in the first game in the spring round robin tournament. Any final remarks, Flo?
No, just thanks so much for having me. It's been really great to come down today and see the women's team play here. First time I've seen them play here, and I think it was just fantastic to see two teams on a really great upward trajectory. They've really set themselves up for big ambitions in women's football, and we hope to see one of them perhaps move up the pyramid fairly soon. But I think it's just great to see that even though the league's being curtailed, they've come together to create something, to bring some matches, and I'm really excited to see how this semi-final plays out next week, which will be really exciting. Hopefully, I hope there'll be a stream. I don't know. There will.
All the home games will be streamed.
All the home games will be streamed, so you can expect more action. But also, as well, if you've liked the coverage today, please do like and subscribe Dulwich YouTube page, and also donate if you can. It's obviously been a really difficult year for all of football, especially those in lower down the pyramid, semi-professional, grassroots women's football. It's so important that we support these guys, and Dulwich, of all clubs, a really great club that I think so many people have a soft spot for. So if you want to support what they're doing, please do, and hit the link there, and we'll see you all again soon.